Alright guys, welcome back. Let's see. Shall we start a new game? Ugly colors. Let's see. Let's take this one. Let's start a new game, shall we? Um, yep, that's me. Let's see. Last name. So, yeah, Prognosis is my artist name. Prog because I can script and program and stuff like that. Noises because I did a sound engineering study. And Prokia, actually it's Progia. They call me always like that here in Holland. So let's start. Oh crap! Can I skip this? Hey. Oh wow! It's already raining. How I can open this one? Today case, yeah. It won't open. Hold on. Let's see. Play controls. F. Use object. Alright. So I have to. Okay. Alright. So the first thing the best what we can do is a little bit loud, huh? I think that's better. I'm not sure. Okay, the best thing what we can do is go to the store and fill this up. Um, get some food and yeah. Also, we have to bring the diesel tank with us. Okay, the game got updated. Um, Crap, now I have to get out here. Yep. But to be honest, they did not do very much in the game. with the update. They have a wristwatch. Um, you see that they have a new interior here, which is totally, yeah, it was not really needed, but actually it's okay. And they have what was it? A new mist lamps for on the car. I don't know. That's basically it, I guess. I'm not sure. So not really that much. Okay, let's grab this thing. What time is it actually? Crap, I cannot see that. Well, we have time. Go shopping. Alright, here we go. It's running now like 50 frames per second. I don't know if you can see it all. I think you can see it or not. It's under the. I think you can see it. But I have also another game on. So I'm playing. Well, I'm playing one game. That's this game, and Second Life is also on. But that's running on my other screen with OBS and chat from you. But yeah, it's still okay. And let's see. The Kilo Bucket is at the island, and we don't have to go to the landfill site because there's only a spare tire, and there was something else, but I'm not sure what it was. It was useless to me, so whoa, we have to go to the island to get the bucket. And this is our grandmother's house, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. We have to catch some fish. Oh yeah, the fish trap is also there on that island. So we definitely have to go there. The most fun part of this whole game is to assembly the car. That's basically the whole part. That's the most fun part of the game. After that, well, I don't know. So I play it when a new update comes out, and I fix the car and whatever. um, and then I'll wait till a new update comes. But it goes slow. It goes very, very, very slow. I mean, textures for the new car. That's done in 10 minutes, man. Not 1 month. I also, like I said, I'm a scripter and I'm a 3D modeler. I'm not do that for my work. It's just as a hobby. But I can do it. And that's why I'm in Second Life. I create things, I sell them, and yeah, script them. I'm now busy for a club scripting tip jars. Actually, there are already tip jars. They can use those, but they want tip jars um, that nobody has. That do, for example, you know, the dancers in Second Life standing and get tips from other people, but most of the time they don't respond back, and that's not really fun for the tippers, right? So they asked me to write a script uh, that does exactly the same, but with with some sort of timer in it. That if they don't talk in, well, let's say 5 minutes, then the tip they get, or the percentage goes lower. So basically, the normal tip jars are like the dancer gets 80% and the club gets 20%, no matter if they talk or whatever, and that's not good. In the long run, the tippers are gonna leave. You know what I mean? So they asked me to script new tip jars. So I came up with the idea to, um, if they don't say something in a particular amount of time, let's say 15 minutes or 10 minutes or 5 minutes, the percentage gets lower, and then it goes from 80 to 70, and it gets lower every time they don't say anything. Why I do this? Because many people has multiple avatars in Second Life, and they are standing there earning money, which is okay. But most of the time they don't talk back. They are standing there and they go to bed. That's basically it, and that's not good. So they asked me to write a script uh, for doing things against these things. So that's why I've also turned on Second Life at the moment, because I asked the creator of those tip jars, because they have a website. I can also make a website myself, or if she says that's not possible, then I have to make a website and I connect the tip jars with that website, so the owner can keep track on how much money each person make in a particular time, let's say 6 months, 12 months, whatever. And I'm not sure why they want that, but there's probably a good reason for they want that, so I'm gonna do that. And yeah, it's just that they cannot do those things anymore, like standing there and just earn money and not saying anything, because that's not really good, right? So that's why I have Second Life on at the moment. Is this good? I think so. And yeah, well, let's see. Who knows? Okay, let's fill this one up because we need gasoline for this one. Ah. And yeah. So the maximum amount is like 80%, and the minimum amount, I would say do the minimum amount on like 35% or something. But they said, well, do it at 50%, so they get half of it and we get half of it. And I said, okay, I'm gonna put it in, but I made it so that um, that they can change the amount of time and they can change the amount of minimum and maximum percentage.
Ehtomöllykkätä sinullekin.
Yo, Taimo, how are you, man? Long time no see. I want to buy a couple of things from you. Colors I don't need. I don't want this one. No, 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 no. I want
On
all
kyllä
of those.
hirveäks mennyt tää
I
nuorisomusiikkikin,
want
mitä ne tuolta radiosta soi.
all of those for
Ihan
now.
semmoista hirveätä jympytystä ja
I want
kitaran
all
renkutusta
of
ja
those.
tämmöstä, niin
I want
eihän tuollaista nyt
all of
kehtaa
those.
kuunnella.
And let's
Ei oikein semmoista
give me
minun
free
musiikkia
coffee
tuohon
and
soi siellä
all the sugar and
ollenkaan.
all the
Onneksi
yeast.
se marjatta kuuluu, että se on
How
hyvä
much
kappale
I owe
se.
you?
Mut semmoista sais kyllä enemmänkin
2,000.
tulla.
What the hell? That's fucking expensive, man. Is there more we can take? Ketchup. Ketchupi. Sinapi. Ketchupi. Senap. Alright. We cannot buy these things. Yeah, we can. What is this? Box super mosquito spray. Nah, I don't need it.
No niin, tarttistu tämän kertaisesta.
Oh, you know what I can do? Also, you want to kill those ones, huh? That's what we came here for, and of course the food. We needed the food, so and gasoline for the car. Okay, that's one. What's the other one? Here. Let me try to fill it like this. I think it's possible. Of course it's possible. You know what would be fun? If they add something like, if it's laying like this, it slowly empty itself. That would be cool. But I think it's never gonna happen. Okay. Let's grab the rest of it.
Tervetuloa te. Kun sinäkö se vaan olitkin.
Why is he do this every time?
Kyllä täällä maakin kohtelu on aika kaltoa tätä minunkin bisnestä. Ihmiset valittaa, että kun ei ole rahaa oikein mitään ostoon. Niin voi kyllä ihmetyttää, että miten sitä sitten siihen kaljaan riittää rahaa. Vaikka ei olevinna ole rahaa, niin kyllä
Shut the
kaljaa
fuck up,
pitää
man.
silti saada. No, onkaan se nyt minun kannalta ihan hyvä juttu sekin.
Are you really that lonely in Finland? I guess you are, huh? Yesterday I heard something about Finland. They were, oh wait a minute. Give me 3 of those as well. I live in Holland, in the Netherlands, and there, the gay thing, you know, lesbians and gay people, it's the most normal thing in the world here in Holland. If we see gay people or lesbian people, it's just as normal as, yeah, whatever. But in Finland, and I didn't know, in Finland it was out of the question, and I was like, really? Is it really a thing? And there was a man, I don't know his name anymore, that he did art. And he did, from what I understand, he did art with gay people, or make art of gay people, and they didn't like it or something, and they banned him, or they he moved to America, and even there they I have to pay. Even there they left him for what he was and whatever. And I was like, are you serious? Is it that bad? Why is it that bad? That's not so bad, right?
Tervetuloa te.
Yeah, shut up.
Sinäkö se vaan olitkin?
Yeah, it's me. So I really don't understand why some countries are against those things. I mean, come on, man. Most countries say, or most people in countries say, yeah, well, better watch yourself than others, right? And many countries are doing this, and that's just make no sense at all. So, but that's what I heard about it. Kind of weird. Okay. Do we have everything? I really don't know. Oh, did I brought a? Hold on. Let me look. I think I have it, but oops. Stop that! I hit it enter. Oh yeah, I have one. Okay. Fan belt. It was the second thing I grabbed, huh? Right. Let's go home. Hold on. Can I pause it? Is there a pause in the game? No pause? Hold on. Okay, no pause button. Why? Alright. I thought there was one. I think there is one. It must be, right? Was he bumping my car? Go, come. Yes. You know what they must fix as soon as possible? That if you are braking, that you cannot steer. I mean, I know it's a front wheel drive, but if I brake with my with the car with front wheel driving, then I'm still allowed to steer. If you um, hit the brakes very hard with front wheel driving, um, then I I understand that you slip. But even if you go very slow, it does do the same thing. So basically, it's kind of annoying. But yeah, if you know that, most of the time you will be fine. We are almost home. But you know, with games, the early access games, I wish that the games on there had a purpose, had a goal to work to. And this game has no goal. It's just building your car do the race, and that's it. There's no goal to work to. It is fun that you can build up the car. That's really cool. I really like that part. Basically, that's the only part. I know there's a devil in the game. That doesn't make any sense. Um, the thing that you must make money, it's okay. I like that. Um, the club, the nightclub, doesn't make any sense. The rally, yeah, the rally is kinda okay, but the way the car handles with steering and braking, yeah, basically screws it for me. So I don't know. And then yeah, if you see the updates that come after it, like texture changing, yeah, man, that's just, believe me, this game um, stays like this. It doesn't go in 2 years or 3 years. Believe me, it do, they don't add that much anymore. And yeah, as you all people all know, um, I'm not a fan of early access games. I'm well, that's because of my age. I'm yesterday it was my birthday. I became 21, 41. So I lived in a time when games were made without Steam, and I can tell you, man, those games, those are way and way and way and way better than all the Steam games I have ever played. Um, there are some Steam games that are quite good. Like I like Subnautica very much, but even that game has still problems. Like yesterday or 2 days ago, I was streaming Subnautica, and suddenly the terrain, it was just gone, and that was already happening when the game was in development, and I didn't play that for yeah, I think 1.5 year until the release came in January or February of this year, and then I played it and I could play it normally. There were no problems whatsoever, and I played it all till the end. And I started the game again last week, I think, because I have a new video card, so I want to experience some games all on Epic. And to be honest, there's not much difference in graphic settings in some games, so kind of shame. But yesterday I was playing Subnautica and I was going into the um, from the Lost River. I did go to the lava area, and the whole um, the whole terrain was gone. It was just gone. You can go out of the terrain, but you cannot come in anymore. So basically, the physics and the meshes itself were fucked up, and I had to end the game. But today I streamed it again, or was it yesterday? I don't know anymore. It was yesterday, and it was fine then. So yeah, probably something has to do with the save file not saving some data, or not really saving. It more has to do something with loading a save file, where it doesn't load up some things. And so I stopped with the game, and the day after I started again, and then it was fixed. So kind of weird, but that's what you have with early access games. So what I always do is I always wait with buying till it's released, and then you wonder, well, how you can play this game then? Well, you probably already know, right? So if this game gets a good story in it, if this game gets all the bugs kicked out, if this game, yeah, just as a game should be, not like a sandbox mode or whatever that sucks, then I decided to give the developers money, not vice versa. You know why? I had a YouTube channel before, and I had uh, at that time I had like 1500 subscribers. It's not much, but it was growing. And basically, what happened is, with the new rules of YouTube, um, they demonetized me, and I was like, why you gonna demonetize me while I just playing games just like everybody else? And I did get no response. So I was busy with streaming games for more than a year, um, and after that I got demonetized. So basically, um, what YouTube was doing is, you have YouTube Red, right? Or is it called like that? YouTube Red, the premium thing. Basically, what YouTube did is demonetizing you, and they gonna put advertisements on your videos while you are demonetized. And if you're demonetized, you cannot put advertisement in them. You just can't. It's impossible. Try it. It's impossible. So what I found out is that YouTube, after demonetize you, your videos, while you even didn't upload it to YouTube Red, um, YouTube do it for you. So if you look in the analytics, you see your income, your what the money you get from YouTube, but also from YouTube Red, YouTube Premium. And I was like, hey, why I do make money on there as well, but I don't get anything from it? And again, I sent them an email, and of course, no response. And I sent them like 20 or 30 emails, all 30, no response. And basically, what they are doing is, they demonetize you. Um, so all the advertisements are gone on your videos. On every video I had just one advertisement. I'm not the guy that put 20 or 30 ads in it. It's just ridiculous. Just at the start, and the whole video you can watch without any ads and stuff like that. I think that's the way. And but what they are doing is they demonetize you, and which is bad, of course, for them and for me. Um, for them because I deleted my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. But it's also bad for me because I don't make any more money, which lead to make no more videos for YouTube. So they demonetized me, and I saw that I still earned money on YouTube Red, but no more on YouTube. And I was like, come on guys, what are you doing? You put and the reason I know this is because I cannot watch my videos on YouTube Red because it's not allowed in this country, and probably for you as well, and for another one, and for another one. So you have to pay YouTube in order to watch YouTube Red. So because I cannot watch YouTube Red, they think I cannot figure out that they put advertisements on my video and make money with that without giving me money. So basically they are using your videos to make money for themselves, and that's not allowed. And that's why I deleted my YouTube channel with 1500 plus subscribers and growing. Um, and that's basically what YouTube is doing. It's very nasty. It's very nasty trick. They want to change that, but unfortunately too late for them because I have only bad words for them. So yeah, it's a shame that that happened, man. It's not really fun, but yeah, what can you do? There's nothing you can do about it. So I wonder if I play games on my computer without copyright things in it, because some games has it, and I had no copyright strikes and stuff like that. I had no things like that. I just play games and that's it. And the way YouTube did things was already good, was already okay. So when I, for example, upload a video, but well, it was not 100% okay. Let me say this. If I think it must go like this. If you make content like playing a game and there is like 1 minute some sort of music in it with copyrights, I understand that for that part um, the creator of that music must get his part of the money, right? That's just very normal. But the part that's for me, I have to get my part of the money. But what YouTube did is they said, hey, we got a copyright thing on it. We're gonna disable the advertisement on your whole video, or they gonna send the money to the people that create the music. But then I don't get the money. I get nothing then, and that's a bad thing because, for example, if I play for 1 hour game on for YouTube or Mixer or Twitch or whatever you're streaming on, I think that if you make a 1 hour video, or it doesn't matter, 30 minutes, it's what you like. I like to play games a little bit longer, talk about nonsense or whatever. I think that if in that 60 minutes video, if there is a part in it of 1 minute with or 30 seconds with music that has copyright in it, it is okay that they take money. That's no problem because they make the music, right? So here you have a part of it, of course. But YouTube didn't do that. When I have a video with 30 seconds of music in it from somebody else with copyrights on it, they gonna send all the money I make with that video or the whole hour or the advertisements they gonna send to them, so they make money on my videos. And that's the same thing YouTube is doing on the videos, and that's very bad. So how did I find out that YouTube is doing that? Well, there are some countries you can watch YouTube Red. So what I did is I changed my IP address in a proxy one from that country, and I did go to YouTube Red, and I saw my videos with advertisement in it. And that's how I know that YouTube make money on your videos while they demonetize you. And that's the reason I deleted my channel. So there you have it, there's the answer. And people can call me crazy, but think about this. People are doing weird stuff to make money. Not all the people though. There are people that do very weird stuff to make money. And this is one of them. It's very simple. I kinda understand it, but on the other side, they have to understand me as well, because I'm the one that created the whole video and I'm the one that put music in it, in that video. Then I'm responsible also, and yeah, YouTube is actually responsible to send them also part of the money. That's basically very, very normal in my opinion. I have cigarettes, right? But yeah, it went way out of proportions or something. I don't know. It's very bad, believe me. So for me, I don't care YouTube at all. I don't care. Last time I had videos after I deleted my channel. If I stream, it's gonna go to YouTube as well. And I had copyright strikes. And of course, there was music in it. Because I don't care anymore. I don't care YouTube at all. No, no, no whatsoever. And when I had the other channel, I had on a video which has no copyrighted content in it whatsoever. I got a copyright claim on one video, and they said you have a song in it, and they gave the timestamps. From this time till that time, you have copyrighted music in it. And under there it says the artist name and the title of the music. And I looked at the artist name and the title of the music, and I was like, what are you talking about? That's someone I don't know. So I looked up that name, and it was music I don't even like. And there's no way whatsoever I put that music in my videos. So I contacted YouTube, and of course no response. And I clicked on the the blue timestamps where they said you have copyright music in it, and there was no music. I heard the game, I heard myself talking, but there was no music, nothing. And that's how I know that there is somebody at YouTube that do these things, because you cannot tell me that a computer can recognize a part of music out of my voice or out of a game, um, because that game had no music in it. It was just a game. So, and that's why I know that YouTube is very bad. If you are a good YouTuber and you make money with YouTube and YouTube allows you to do it, then it's no problem. Then it's good for you. Keep doing what you do, because it's your money. And if you make money with it, I'm all for it. That's basically all that you need, right, to survive. So yeah, it's kinda tricky, man, with YouTube. I don't know. I have um, no trust in YouTube anymore. It's all lost. All the time I put in my videos, um, it was all for nothing. It was even more than a year. It was all for nothing. So if I talk about YouTube very bad, please understand. Please do so, because I tried it on the way they said it, and even then I got demonetized and all that shit. And no, man, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. But if you make money with YouTube, again, I say keep doing what you do. But many people don't understand how YouTube works, and maybe I don't know it either. But I know how the monetize thing works, and it's basically just ads. And if you have copyrighted content in it, then they take the money, and you will be left without anything. So that's a very bad thing. So yeah, that's the story about the YouTube. And this is also one of the reasons I don't buy games anymore. I do buy games if it's finished and I like it, I will buy it. But most Steam games are just ridiculous. They look at Stranded Deep, for example. Those are a bunch of guys that did it before and abandoned their game. And you don't have to believe me, just do some research and you will find out. It's not like you do some research by typing in their name or something. You cannot find it by typing in their name. But if you dig deeper, YouTube will show you, Google will show you what they did. If you dig deeper, you will see it, and it's very nasty, man. It's very very nasty. So that's why I deleted my channel, and that's why I don't trust Steam games anymore, because they are money grabbers. And some games are good, uh, like Ark, for example, Survival Ark. It's a good game. Only I stopped playing it when they put in the tech tier, because basically I'm very realistic, and putting high tech tier in a Flintstone game doesn't make any sense to me, right? I mean, It's a game with dinosaurs and all that stuff. There was no high tech at that time. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And also Stranded Deep. Yeah, we want to make a realistic game and blah blah blah. And now you see a megalodon, a gyrocopter, all that nonsense in it. So they are putting things in the game that doesn't make any sense, and suddenly they stop developing and starting over under a new name, because every time if you see on Steam a new game comes out, it's under a new name. Their level is at 0 every time, over and over and over again. Now, what's that? I never see a developer with level 10, level 20, level 30 on Steam. Never. There are always new people. And they only have to pay $100 to get green light for their game. So basically what they are doing is just pay $100 for a game to get green light, and they get 100,000 back, and then they stop developing it and they start again under another name, because making a new name is free. Giving $100 is nothing for them, and that's how they make money and leave you with a game that's unfinished and not even fun anymore to play. And I think that this game does do the same thing, while he could make a very awesome game with the things he already has in here, and maybe he probably wants to do that. But even then, yeah, they use, I don't know. It's very weird. It's very bad. Also, you don't have to believe me. It's okay. As long as I believe myself, it's good. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the other island, and let's grab some fish traps. We want coffee cup, I guess, and the light. You know, the lantern. And the kilo bucket. Well, the kilo bucket was it there as well? I guess so. Huh? So yeah, that's my experience. That's how I experience it, and yeah, I know there are some people that say, "Oh, come on, man, see positive," and oh, of course I did, but it all came out negative. So yeah, kind of sad, right? But I love to play games and I love to share it, so here I am again. I don't care about the money anymore. Fuck it with money. If people want to donate, I really appreciate it. But guys, you don't have to do that. Even without the money, I play games, and well, I got some donations last year, and I bought a new video card, and I put their money in it. I told them, because I have them in my Steam, so I told them, hey, you remember you sent me donations? Yeah. I bought a new video card from that money, and oh really, yeah. So they were very satisfied with that, and that's for me, that's the way to go. I mean, I let them know what I did with the money, because basically you don't have to do that, but I'm an honest guy, so yeah. And even if you are so honest, even then you can um, do things wrong. That's really true. But I'm more a guy like, okay, well, you don't like it, you want to, for example, when you work, if you're very honest against your boss and stuff like that, sometimes he doesn't want to hear. But hey, sorry man, I'm just an honest guy. Why you don't see that? Why don't you see it like that? And I got a couple of times that I got fired because I'm so honest. But yeah, I'm not gonna change for no one, because you know, why change? I mean, everybody is different, right? How to get up? Oh yeah, enter, yeah? Okay, let's grab those things. So yeah, too honest is also not good. It's never good with people, right? It's never good. But yeah, as long as it works for me, well, I don't make money on YouTube anymore. I don't make money on Mixer. I don't make money on Twitch. But like I said, I'm not here to make money. It's always fun to get some, of course. I'm not gonna lie about it, but I don't need it. Well, I'm sure can use it, but I don't need it. Um, I can eat, I can get my dog food, and but I cannot go on vacation. I cannot go doing other stuff like other people do. I just cannot do that. But that's okay. As long as I can survive and play the games and share them with you, hey, I'm okay, man. I'm okay. And yeah, there are also some things in real life that also happened. I want this one. This one is very handy for at home when I turn off the lights and I want to go to sleep, for example. I can put this on outside and then I can see outside and I can inside. Don't tell the developer, don't tell the developer, because he will change that. He will change it like that you don't see things anymore, because I don't know, the game is full of bugs and everything. Every time they put a new update in it, it's always buggy. But if they want to uh, put less light, then that always works. That always works. I wonder why. If I if I make game in Unity, for example, because I can, um, I'm not a pro scripter. I'm not a pro 3D modeler. But I can do it. I can write my scripts. I can even make a multiplayer game in Unity, which is very easy. You have now modules in Unity, so every Unity game can be multiplayer with just one click. It's really that easy. If you don't believe me, um, I can show you. I can show you that it's really that easy to have a multiplayer game in uh, in Unity. Even after you made a game, it's very easy to implement multiplayer. And the reason why is because Unity and probably also other game engines works with how do you call it? Uh, prefabs. It's called prefab. No, it's not called prefab. You know, you can, if you make a new project in Unity, you can, in the project, you can, for example, say, make folders, like folders just on your hard drive, right? And there's one folder, or maybe more, but I know about this one. Is it called prefab? No, it's not prefab. Um, well, basically, he uses that folder um, to store your, for example, let's say coconut, right? Um, if you find a coconut on the ground, um, how do I say this? So you understand. I made one coconut, yeah, in a 3D program. I'm gonna upload it to Unity, and I saved it as a sort of yeah, prefab. It's a coconut and it's scripted. I put a script in it and put it in that folder. Yeah. Now, if I want that every player has a coconut when they spawn into the multiplayer world, for example, everybody gets that same coconut with the same script in it. So, for example, if I gonna change that coconut with textures and I even change the script, then everybody that joins the game has that coconut. So I don't have to change 100 coconuts. No, no, that's not how it works. So in order to make a multiplayer game, if you have already built the game, in order to make a multiplayer game, the only thing I have to do is go through the objects that, for example, if you have a game with two people and you are both in the game, then and there's laying something on the ground like a coconut, we see both that coconut. Now we can both pick up that coconut, or he can pick it up, or I can pick it up. Doesn't matter who. I only have to make sure that that coconut in the prefab folder, or yeah, I don't know how it's called, but in that folder, um, if I pick it up, it goes away for me, right? But it must also go away for the other person because I picked it up. And so basically, it it's he despawned it. It's dying. It's there's a function in Unity for doing so. It goes away, and uh, that script has to go in that coconut in the prefab folder or in that folder you made, and that's basically it. So and you have to make sure that for every multiplayer game it has that. So for example, this this wooden thing here in the game doesn't have any script. It's just static. It stays there and it doesn't do anything. The ground as well, the water as well, trees as well, the house, everything is static here. What you see, you cannot pick it up. You cannot put it somewhere else. Um, those things um, you don't have to script like for multiplayer. But for example, the boat and all the stuff that you can pick up, like the bucket, like the lid of the bucket, uh, the fish trap, and all that stuff. If I put it in a boat, for example, and I'm gonna sit on it, and I want to go away, like to my house again, and somebody else is standing here, then these objects must have all a script in it, so it sends his position over to the server or even to the person itself. Because some things are client side and some things are server side. It's better to do it server side, but it can cause lag if you do it on server side. If you do it client side, for example, like if you have a torch, for example, and you light the torch, the particles, it's best to do it client side and send a message only to the server that, hey, that player has a torch and it's turned on. That's basically all the data it sent to that client, his client. So he will see on his client that my torch is light up. You see, so that's basically how multiplayer game works. And many people disagree with me, but I would say go learn scripting, go learn 3D modeling, or you don't even have to learn 3D modeling to understand this. And see for yourself. And then you can see what I mean with it. So it's very easy to implement multiplayer game into a game that is not multiplayer. Of course, it's work you have to do. Of course, but it's not so hard as people say it is. I will show you one time. It's nothing. It's really easy. But I did made a multiplayer game in Unity. Well, not a game that you can buy or something, just for my friends and me. And they could go into the game and see me walking. And I had to script all the scripts myself because there were no modules you can add. But now you don't have to script it anymore. You just put the modules in those objects, and it's already multiplayer. But there's one but. Syncing. Like you see that, for example, in GTA 5, for example. You know there are many cheaters over there, right? And many cheaters are spawning objects into the world, and most things are client side in that game. Why do they do that? Because they don't want to cause so much lag. So what's happening is that the physics of for example a very big plane is in another spot on another one's PC. So what's gonna happen is I see him, for example, driving, and he's gonna hit the plane, but he's hitting the plane where he sees the plane, right? Because that's logical. But on my screen, he's like 10, 20 or 30 meters away from that plane. And I see him just bumping the plane while it's 30 meters away from it. So, and that's client side. So if you see something like that happening in the game, then you know it's client side. So those things only happen on your computer, not on the server. And that's what client side means. I know that many people are gonna say, "Oh, you don't know scripting," and I know there are some people also on YouTube saying, "Ah, I wanna bet he doesn't know scripting." Ha! I can prove you wrong, man. But I'm not there to prove anyone is wrong by just saying that it's very easy to do these things. At least for me it's easy. Maybe for someone else it's a little bit harder. I understand that. There are some people that has um, very hard time in learning scripting, but I'm gonna tell you it's very easy to script because all you have to know basically is what what functions are um, oh wait a minute, I have to put this in the water. What functions are available to you and what parameters does that function need and how many parameters. That's the only thing you have to know about scripting. And what's also important is you have to know what is an integer, what is a float, what is a vector, uh, you know, those things. Like integer is just a number, like 0 or 1 or 112 or 1415. I just call a number. Whole numbers, that's an integer. And floats or float is a decimal number, so 0 0.1, 1.1 or 10.4, or you know, those are floats. And the vector is basically three floats. A vector is based on three floats. So a vector represents the x, y, and z axes in a 3D program. So the first float, so you have a float, comma, float, comma, float. So you have three floats, and that's surrounded by, well, it depends on script language you're doing that. But most of the time, if you hold shift and you hit the comma or the period key, you have those arrows, right? Left and right. Those, most of the time, they are surrounded by those. And then you have the three floats separated by a comma, right? That is a vector. So the first float is representing the x-axis. The second float is representing the y-axis, and the third float is representing the z-axis. So the x-axis most of the time is forward and backwards. The y-axis, it depends on how you make the game. Sometimes they will switch the y and the z-axis. I'm not sure why, um, but basically in Second Life, for example, the z-axis is up and down, and the y-axis is left and right, and the x-axis is forward and backward. While in some other games, the x-axis is forward and backwards, but the y-axis is up and down, and the z-axis is left and right. It's very weird, but yeah, some games do that. So Subnautica, for example, has the x and the z-axis from forward, backwards, and left and right, but the y-axis is up and down. And you can see that, for example, at if you have a map of Subnautica, then you see also coordinates, right? And if you do some research on how those the coordinates work, then you will find out then that the y-axis is up and down in Subnautica and not the z-axis, and that's what freaked me out last time when I played Subnautica, and you can see that on my stream. I was struggling with what is the x-axis, what is the y-axis, and what is the z-axis, and I found out, but you have to look very good what is what, because that map that I had doesn't say x-axis is minus 500 and y-axis is minus 200 and the z-axis is like 1500. So yeah, that sometimes is different, but that's not a big issue, of course. That's just how they made the game, and it's not really important for us guys. But if you, for example, have a map and it doesn't show x, y, and z axis, and what is up and down, and left and right, and forward and backwards, then you are struggling with it. That's the only thing you will notice. But other than that, no, it's not bad. But yeah, I tell you, man, the scripting is very easy. It's like doing math. Like 1 + 1 is 2. If you do that, then basically you're already scripting, because you can, for example, say integer a is 1. Then if you say, for example, a in the script, then he shows 1 because a is 1, right? Or but then integer a is 1, because it's an integer. You can also say integer of a float a is 1.0, and you can show that as an integer. It shows just 1. But if you do, for example, float a is 1.2, and you say in the script echo a, it shows just 1, not 1.2, because if you say, for example, 1.7, yeah, the float a is 1.7, and you say echo a, yeah, it shows 2, because 2 lies closer to 1.7 than 1.2, for example. So yeah, it's basically I don't know, it's a little bit nonsense, but okay. It's the way it works like that, and those things you have to know. And if you know that, then scripting will be a lot much more easier for you. So yeah. Yo, good evening, Domagyo. Do I spell it good? Domagoy? Domagoy, yeah? I'm not sure. Well, let's build this car, and let's see. Let's find out if we can get the good. Hey, what's happening here? Yeah, did I spell it okay? Awesome, awesome. Front right, yeah. And this is the front left. It's going there. And this is the back one. Does it have left or right? No, huh? No. Okay. run a little bit. This can take a while. This is the most fun part of the game. I really like this part. This is just awesome. It's amazing. But I think that the developer may add some extra cars in it. No, I know it's not so popular. Um, but as I was telling the people also, I'm not playing a game because it's popular. Um, I'm just playing a game because I wanted to see what's new in the game. This is the front right, and um, yeah, like I said before on my stream, on this stream, I don't do this for the money or whatever. I'm just like to play a game and I like to share it and talk about nonsense and whatever. So yeah, that's basically it. And I had I had a YouTube channel before this one, but I was also playing games on YouTube and I did edit my videos, but I got demonetized without any reason. I had no copyright strikes, no copyright claims, whatever. I just got demonetized after more than a year of work. So I got mad and I deleted my channel because I found out that after I got demonetized on YouTube, YouTube made money on YouTube Red. You know what's YouTube Red? The premium YouTube. You know what that is? And I found out that we cannot look YouTube Red movies here in this country. So, but I still made money on YouTube Red while I was demonetized, and I was like, wait, what's going on here? And I dig, I dig some deeper into all that shit, and I looked into a proxy, and I could see that in some countries it was possible to see the YouTube Red, and I saw my videos on my name. Um, I had over 1500 subs and I had like a million views already in a month. So I was way over that, way over that. It was like this. I started in 2017, January 2017, and I started make money in November 2017. So I played games on YouTube and I edited my movies, yeah, with the intro and outro and all that stuff. And I had only one ad in my movies, and that was at the start of my game. So not in the middle or whatever. No, I don't like that. Just at the beginning. And I did this for 7 months, and then 8 months, and then I started to make a little bit of money out of it, and it went higher and higher, and suddenly I made 150 euros a month, which is okay in my case. It I don't want to do it for the money, but as you have to edit your movies and you have to put a lot of time and effort in it, it's always good to see a little bit back, right? But I also got YouTube started lying to me about some videos. They said they first started with a copyright claim that I had a part that has music in it, and I was like, what? I never put music in my videos. That's impossible. And you know, YouTube always shows you a timestamp, huh? With this is the part where the music starts, and this is the part where the music ends, right? And they give you also a title and the artist name. And I was like, what? I don't know if I don't even know that artist. And I clicked on that link on the timestamp, and there was no music in it. I heard only my voice and the game, and there was no music in it. So I sent them messages, and they didn't respond. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, I know where this is going. So I stopped editing my movies. I started streaming Twitch. And you know, Twitch, you only have to click export to export it to YouTube. So I did that. I did not edit my movies anymore because I knew the new rule that came in February, right? 20 February of this year. The new rule came, and so I was back then at 900 um 900 something subs, and from February 2018 you have to have over 1000 subs. So my best friend, he he subbed on my channel, so I got 1000. And then I asked YouTube to monetize me. So again, so I waited for, what was it, 5 months. And after those 5 months, I got the message, sorry, you got demonetized. And I was like, what? That I didn't expect. So I deleted my whole YouTube channel because I found out they make money in YouTube Red out of my movies. And they put ads on it. So they make all the money and not giving it to me. So it was basically kinda sad, and that's why I'm don't gonna edit my movies anymore. I'm just stream, and I like to stream also because it's, oh fuck, I forgot it. Damn, it's a real gameplay. It's not like yeah, you know what I mean. That's what I like. So basically, it doesn't really matter, but it's a shame that how they do it. So yeah, I don't know, man. Kind of fucked up. So I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's why I am connected to YouTube, but I stream on 3 different platforms, huh? At the moment, I stream on Mixer, I stream on Twitch, and I stream on YouTube. So, and I don't know. Actually, I don't care YouTube anymore. It's just for the people. It's not for the money. No, 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 no. So if I do this for the money and something like that happens again, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. It's probably bad. But yeah, you can look it up on YouTube. Look under my name, and maybe you can see some messages from me that I'm really angry about it. And yeah, really, the tears are really, well. I'm not care, but on the other side, the tears comes into my eyes when I think about it. If I think about all the time and effort I put in there, um, without having any, I don't know. I guess you probably know what I mean. We can also let's do that. Let's make some kilo, okay? I want to get the lid off. How to get the lid off? There it is. Okay, so the best way to make kilo is put in 1 yeast. Does it matter what? No, it doesn't matter. Hey, 1 yeast and 6 sugar. So 1. Oh, 1, 2. It doesn't. I think it doesn't matter what order you have to put it in. That's 4, and that's 5, and that's 6. And now fill it up with water and just wait till it's full. But yeah, I'm also stream other games like Green Hell. I stream Subnautica. All the games I like, I'm just gonna stream. So it's not like I really like this game. I like it until after I built a car, then it's not fun anymore. So yesterday I played Subnautica again because I just liked that game, and I played some of the new game. It's called Deliver Us the Moon. I'm not really a guy that plays Battlefield, play a Battlefield Unknown or something. I'm not the guy that plays those games. But yeah, I'm just gonna stream what I like at that moment. That's basically it. And there we go. So now I think you have to wait 2 or 3 in-game days, something like that, or they changed it. I don't know. Till it stop bubbling, and then you don't have to shake it like people say, like, "Arr," you don't have to do that. That's all nonsense. Oh, wait a minute. Did we forgot one thing? No, 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 no. We didn't forget it. It's still here, huh? Yeah, the grill is still here. Okay, that's cool. But we have some more stuff from the boat, so let's get that also. Um, let me sit a little bit straight in the car. So in this game I have a CD with music on it, which is copyrighted. If I turn that music on, then I get a copyright claim within no time from YouTube. I'm sure of it. I'm not gonna do that now, but I'm sure of it. They will do that. I had last time I played that game Deliver Us the Moon, and in that same stream someone told me about Sensor because I played Second Life and I script in there and 3D model in there. He said, well, take a look at Sensor, and I was like, yeah, those are the same guys from Second Life. He said, yes, yes. And I looked it up, and they have music in there that's copyrighted, and I was like, what? But I understand the copyright thing because I'm a sound engineer in real life, so I really understand it. But I think it's bad how YouTube handles it now, or basically how they handled it, because of course, if you put music in it, of course they have to make money as well. That's totally understandable. But to take all the money from you from the whole video, that's a little bit ridiculous. That is really ridiculous. So for example, if I make a video for an hour, like I stream a game, and there's only 30 seconds of music in it, then on that video I don't make any more money. And like I said, I don't do it for the money, but if they are allowed to grab money, that's okay, that's no problem. But do it only for that part and not for the whole video. And that's that what that is what um, YouTube, um, how do I say that? Well, let's say YouTube is digging his own grave. Let's just say that. In a couple of years, YouTube doesn't exist anymore. Believe me. Oh, I don't need that. YouTube will start all over again under another name. That's just gonna happen. And of course, people can call it negative, but a fact is not negative. A fact is a fact. A fact is what it is. And like I said before, I'm a very realistic person, so I would see that also very realistic. And most people hate me for that, really, because I'm always the guy that always sees what they are up to and stuff like that, and I always say it. Because if I make a mistake, I have to say, yeah, I made a mistake. Okay, as long as you learn from it, that's okay. But yeah, sometimes money, man, money is what makes people move. Money is the thing. Let's smoke a cigarette here, cause I'm fucking stressed out. Fucking stressed because I have no YouTube channel anymore. So yeah. Well, and that's why I'm also talking like this now. I really don't care. I really don't. I play it, and that's it. I still have pictures, or from my YouTube channel where it says that I have 1500 subscribers and that they demonetized me. I have all proof. I saved that for in case I can sue them. Because one time, hey, why I cannot turn it off anymore? There we go. Okay. let's see. Steering column goes there. This one I want to put in now as well. And where's the other one? Here. This one. Are you gone now? Are you gone, Domagoj? Ah, it doesn't matter. It's okay. I'm used to it. Let's see. This one is for later. We can do this already. There. And let's see. He probably didn't believe me. That's okay. The only thing I can say is try it yourself. Then you will see that it takes a very long time before you get many subs, and when you ask for monetization you don't get it. You will see. But most people don't want to try it because it takes a lot of time, believe me. But it's also funny, yeah. He came to my channel. He came to look because I played my summer car, and he says it's not popular on Twitch. So what is the reason he came here then? I don't know what to do. I want to build this. I want to build a motor. I want to build it all, man. This one. Come on, man. Come on, come on. Crap. If you go on like this, oh yeah, I forgot it, huh? Again. That was stupid. That was just stupid. Let's see. Where's my, there it is. This is also what I like. Is it this one? No. This is the most fun part. I really like this. It's kinda tedious. It's kinda, you have to do much, but if you know what to do, and it's kinda fun. Yeah, finally. Haha. That one. And there. It's the same one, yeah. That's a different one, huh? Yeah, I think this one is a little bit bigger. I scared him away. I scared him away. Yeah, I scared him away with my talking. That's no problem. I know the truth is hard for some people. I don't care. Let's see. I just want real honest people. No people that are thinking other things. Like, yeah, that's true, but uh, they think different, you know. I just want honest people. People that know and can handle the truth. Then I say, hey, yeah, man, you're real. You're. As long as you learn from your mistakes, that's okay. It's very small, I know this. That's sure. Come on. I know you're there. Let's start here then. I should I should use the I see him there. I think it's a smaller one. Oh, it's a bigger one. Okay. Well, that's the first time I overlooked that. Most of the time it's 7, spanner 7. Okay, so let's see. The car is already fucked up before it's built. Well, it doesn't matter. The whole game is fucked up. There, there, there. Let me tell you, most games from Steam are not popular. Most games on Steam from Steam are not popular. You know what popular games are, like Battlefield, Player Thing Unknown? But that's not a game, man. That's just raping everybody. And that's how people are. And I'm not like that. I'm a really honest guy. I like survival games very much. Like the real deal, you know. That's why I love Green Hell so much, but the things they did in Green Hell with the last update. Some things, no, I don't like. Like they changed the crafting table, for example. Why it goes away? Because some YouTuber says so? Fuck those YouTubers. Okay, so we did it. That one, we did that one, we did that one, we did that one. Okay. And this one. And no, we cannot do that one yet because we have to put that one in. We can already do this one. See, I played this game much more before. I know exactly which spanner to grab. Fuck you, stupid car. Stupid devil. It's not always the correct spanner, but most of the time I'm close to it. This one, something in the middle. I don't know which one. Yeah, see, somewhere in the middle. Yo, how are you, man? Glad to see you back. There. I know this is a nonsense game, but I had just my mindset was on a nonsense game, so I started this game now. What could be better? What's happening? What's going on? Or if you don't want to share, that's also good. That's no problem. You're not exposed to everybody. You're behind the computer, so at least that's how I think. If I feel bad, I say also to people, oh, I feel bad, and if they ask why, I can just say, why not? There's no shame from me, whatever. But yeah, that's just me. My life at the moment, yeah. What's going on? My life also sucks at since the euro came in. Believe me, my life sucks. But yeah, we gotta do what we have, right? Even if it sucks. I'm all with you. I can feel it. There is literally no one else here. No, where on my stream you mean? I know. I streamed for more than a year, and a whole year nobody comes to my stream. So, and I'm still streaming. So I know. It's old news. I'm used to it. It's okay. If you know me for a little bit longer, then you will find out that I am a very honest person. I'm very honest to others, and um, I'm also very straight to the point. And most people don't like that, but it is the truth, right? I cannot. I'm very realistic, but I'm also very honest, and I'm also very helpful to others. And there are only a handful of people that sees that really sees that I'm very very honest and I'm helpful and all that stuff. And there are only a handful of people like that. There are not much people um, that are really honest and really want to hear honest things. I'm not sure why, but yeah, that's how most people are in the world. But what I always have is I have a real bad life, real bad life. Not that I have many injuries or that I'm sick. No, not that. But with jobs, for example, um, I even got fired at some jobs because I was honest and I was saying to my boss, "What do you expect me to do? Lying to you?" And he said no, and I said, "Then what?" And he has no answer, but still he's gonna fire me. Those things I have very bad luck in my life. While I can learn very good, and I know that a boss, for example, I run a shop for 7 years, a video store. But video stores are going closed because of the internet, because of uh, television is now renting movies, um, those kind of things. So I'm also lost a job because of those things. So basically, I'm very um, surrounded by bad luck. No, shut up. I have no grandmother. I already put some fish there for you, grandma, but I know it's gonna take days before I have what you want. So shut the fuck up. I'm busy with my car, yeah. My pa and my ma are on vacation. I don't know where they are, and you're not gonna visit me. And if I want to visit you, she's not there. I know you don't want my life story, but that's not the point. You see, that's not the point I want to try to make to you. It's just an example of how you can um, go on even with bad things. Just make sure that whatever you do in your life, you feel good about it and not somebody else. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't care if you don't care my life story. And I don't care your life story. All I'm asking is what happens. Because I have feelings. I'm not a person like I don't care. I don't. I'm just asking because I'm curious, not because I want to know. That's all. But I really appreciate it that for the host, man. It's the first time somebody do that. What's this actually? I never saw that. Hold on. Oh, that's for the back wheels. Oh, okay, okay. That's the brakes, yeah, for the back. Oh, wait a minute. I have to connect those two. Yeah, I almost forgot that. And this one. And there's also one in the middle, but that's for the handbrake, I guess. Oh, We don't have. Hey. This one, right? Okay, let's see here also. Let's see if we, yeah, we already did those 4 bolts here for the shock absorber. Oh, me. Yeah, I played already today, but yesterday Subnautica did that thing again with I was going from the lava, no, from the Lost River to the lava area, and basically the whole ground and all that stuff was despawned. It was all gone, and I was like, no, 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 not again. Did they? I was like, did they change that or did they fix it? I guess they fixed it, right? But yesterday it happened again, and I was like, no. So I went out of it through the wall, and then I trying to come back, and then my cyclone was stuck in the wall, and I was like, no. So I stopped with with that game that day, and the day later I started the game again, and then it was okay. I was like, no. Yeah, well, Subnautica is it's a very cool game, but it's still a shame. You know, the story doesn't make real sense. Some things in the story doesn't make any sense. I can broadcast for some reason. You mean stream? Why not? What does it say? Maybe I can help, cause you know I'm helpful. If you, yeah. So what does it say? What's the problem exactly? Because I cannot tell from here. I had also problems in the beginning with streaming, but something went wrong. Try again later with what you are trying to stream, because I think that message is not from the program, but that message is from Windows itself, right? I really want to try to help you, but I have to know where it goes wrong and what you're trying to do. Yeah, Subnautica, but the message comes from Windows. It's not from yeah, the game crashed, but the message comes from Windows that something went wrong. Try again later. That's what I mean. But so you can play it normally, but if you try to stream, then it crashes on you. You use GameHub. Oh, I never used GameHub. What I do, I use OBS to stream. I must sleep. Hold on. I use OBS to stream, and I stream to 3 different platforms at the same time. I stream to Mixer, like where you are. I stream on Twitch, and I stream to YouTube. And I do that through Restream. Is it called Restream? Yeah, Restream. And the chats I see 3 different kinds of chats in one browser. So if a message comes from Mixer, I see the X for Mixer, you know, the white arrow and the blue arrow, the logo. But if somebody says something from YouTube, I see YouTube logo. And if somebody says something on Twitch, I see the Twitch logo. All in one browser. So maybe consider to use OBS. Because OBS is a very good program. Only you have to have a good bandwidth on with your internet speed. If you have bandwidth like 5 Mbit download and 3 Mbit upload, or 20 Mbit download and 5 Mbit upload, it's not good. It's not good. I have a 2 Mbit, 200 Mbit now. I have 210 Mbit download and I have 61 Mbit upload, and that's really good. Since then I got no problems anymore with streaming. But before that, I not always had problems, but yeah. No, well, not OBS, but basically what I do is I stream from OBS to Restream, right? And Restream gonna send it to your Twitch, to your YouTube, and to all the platforms you choose there. And you can choose out of, I don't know, 20 platforms at the same time. So I can stream basically to 20 platforms at the same time, but I think that's a little bit too much. So I know Twitch, I know YouTube, and the mixer thing is new for me. So let's sleep. We must sleep. Yeah. So if you, for example, go to my Twitch channel, my name is there also, the same name as and now you see. So look on there. There you see the same stream as I'm playing now, and also on YouTube. There you can see exactly the same stream. So maybe consider try using OBS, because OBS is very good for streaming. It's very simple, and you can add, for example, like these things and these things, you know, uh, and so can OBS like have an edited screen without Mixer Pro? Can OBS like have a edited screen without? What do you mean exactly? Because when I want to stream in OBS, I select my game I want to stream and I hit start streaming, and then I'm all set. Then I stream all the 3 platforms at the same time. The overlay, you mean what I have on top of my screen? Yeah, you can customize all you want in Photoshop, make your own, put it in here. I can even, hold on, I can even do this. Lock preview. I can, for example, grab my overlay at top. Where is it? This one. I have to select my overlay, and then I can, for example, put it somewhere else. I can flip it, or let me see, edit transform. I can lower it, for example, or do whatever I want. Why it doesn't want to? Oh, I have it already here. I can put it down, you see. You can it has even layers, um, like Photoshop has. So you can put things under each other or on top of each other. um, for example, I have my overlay like here, yeah, and um, I can turn off the full HD thing here. um, I can disable it if I want. um, and I have even a restream chat in it, but it doesn't work now. No, no, no. I don't need Mixer Pro for the overlay. No, 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 no. It's all in OBS. And what I have for every game, I have a different overlay, or actually the same overlay, but on a different spot, because some games has a HUD, and if your overlay is on it, I can put it somewhere else. So for every game, I have different overlays. It's on a different spot. So I don't have to change those anymore. I just have to click in OBS what kind of game I want to stream, because I have my scene collection, and there is, for example, Deliver Us to the Moon, or Far Cry 5, Fear of the Wolves, Green Hell, GTA 5, Hold Your Own, Mud Runner, No Man's Sky, Scam, or Scum, I mean, Scam, or Sniper Elite 4, South Park, Subnautica, Subsistence, The Forest, The Long Dark. So I can choose those one, and then I have to click the button Start Streaming, or you can make a hotkey for it if you want. So I have a hotkey for that, and then you start streaming with the settings you already set for that game. So you don't need other programs for that. You can download overlays from internet if you want, but if you are as good as me, like Photoshop and 3D modeling, scripting, and all that stuff, um, you can make your own overlays and use them in OBS. So no need to use Mixer Pro. No, just gonna add all the layers in my OBS, and OBS will stream it to whatever platform you choose. In this case, I stream to Restream, and Restream is sending it out to all the platforms I have chosen in Restream. That's basically how I do it. So it doesn't cost you anything more of your processor or whatever, because basically you are streaming to one side, and that's Restream, and they stream it for you to the other sides without even paying them a dime or whatever. You can pay them, but it is not necessary. I talked to them, and they were very nice to help me. Um, so yeah, they are very, very honest and very, very nice to you. So yeah, it's very cool. So no, don't need for all that thing, for the pro. You don't need that. Yeah, yeah, I will come. I will come. But basically, I don't know why your computer is saying um, an error. I'm not sure. I don't know why. for the to answer that, I need more information about what are your computer specs, like what video card you have, what CPU you have, um, also on what megahertz it's running. The chat. Um, Let me see. You see the chat, right? Yeah, the chat is in there. Let me see for you. Chat background kit, no. Streamlabs, no. Chat restream. Basically, um, it's how did I do that? If you go to restream.io, yeah, there you have a chat application, right? That's the chat you see that I see where I type to you or where I can see your chat to me. So basically, a Restream does give you a link that you can copy and put that in a how do you call that? Let me see. It's basically a is it called browser? Because you have, for example, a scene, right? Don't put too many scenes in one. Just use one scene in OBS for a game. For example, my summer car. Yeah, and in that scene you can put multiple sources. Alright. For example, the overlay I have, um, um, the donations I get from people. In the top left corner, you see Ghost Rosie and Andrew. Those are the guys that donated me. And you see, for example, my link to twitch.streamlabs.com. It's also something you can add in the sources. If somebody, for example, uh, following me on Twitch or give me a donation, they see a special thing, uh, and that is Streamlabs is doing that. So if you have an account on Streamlabs, that will take care of the donations for you. Uh, they will provide you with links that you can use in OBS. So if somebody donates, you get to see a picture with or uh, a GIF file, a GIF file with something funny and a message under it that you type. For example, you see sometimes you see that in streams, right? And that's the way you do it. So how to get a chat from Twitch or Restream in my case in my video is if you go in sources, you see the plus icon under sources. Click on that one, and there you see like audio input capture, audio output capture, browser, color source, display capture, and all those sources, right? And there you basically, I think it's browser. Let me add it. Browser. Yeah, and there it asks for a link, and then on Restream they provide you a link, and you can put it in there, and then you see the chat from Restream because you are talking on Mixer to me, but I see your chat in Restream because I'm streaming through there. So all the chats from YouTube, from Twitch, from Mixer goes to Restream, and it shows in one browser. So I see all the chats in just one browser, so I don't have to open YouTube, I don't have to open Twitch to see all the different messages. I don't have to watch 3 websites to see all the chats. Just one. And that's basically all that I need, right? And yeah, so it's very handy, but you have to know how it works, and it can take a little bit of time. But that's why I gonna say to you, don't use more scenes um, in one scene. That's bad. That's really bad. Some people do that. In some cases, it's necessary to do that. But for streaming games, like I do, it's not necessary, and it will also, every scene you put in the scene is active. Even if you don't use it, it will eat up your CPU and all that stuff. So that's not needed. So those things you have to know. I found out also the hard way. Um, but basically, use this if you're only gonna game. Use the scenes um, for one game. So I play now my summer car. So in scenes I see only one thing, and that's my summer car. And in sources I put more things like grabbing coffee, for example. Then it says be right back, grabbing a cup of coffee. Yeah. Or I can put on this one. I can even add a cam border. You see now there's a cam border in it in the left top corner. That's just a border, but in there I can also put my cam on. I don't have a cam. I can do it through my mobile, but my mobile gets very hot when I do that. So I'm not gonna do that. But I can stream with my cam on, and uh, and furthermore, yeah, you can add images um, and donation goal. You see, this is my donation goal, and you have also a donation Streamlet donate link. That's how I call it then, and I can turn it on and off and whatever. And then I have an alert box from Twitch. That's, for example, if somebody subscribe on Twitch, they will see a funny picture with some message in for thanks for sub me on Twitch or whatever, those kind of things. So those belong in the sources. So, and for every source you can make a hotkey. So it's very cool. Just try to learn a little bit of OBS, see some YouTube movies about how people use OBS. That's how I did it. But you need a good internet speed for doing these things, because with 20 Mbit or 50 Mbit you're not gonna make it. You definitely, if you want to stream on 1080, you really need at least 150 Mbit, at least. If you have 100 Mbit you cannot stream on 1080. Sometimes you can, but it depends also on the game, and it has something to do with the frames per second in the game. If a game runs very slow, like 40 frames a second, and you put in OBS I want to stream at 60 frames a second, it goes lower as well, because that's basically linked to the game you're playing. It's kind of weird, but it's the way it is, and yeah, you have to agree with that. So I can help you a little bit to set up OBS, but everybody uses it in its own way. So yeah, you have to find out your own way in doing things in OBS. But that's with every program, right? So yeah, but it's a real good program. Yeah. Haha. Let's see if we have some fishes. I guess not, but who knows? Who knows? It has 17 Mbps download. Yeah, well, the download is not important for your stream, eh? It's your upload that's important. And 5.14 MBS upload is way too less. That's maybe your problem. Why you can't access Restream? What does it say? Just restream.io. I gonna type it in for you, okay? Restream.io. There, restream.io. You cannot connect. You mean OBS to Restream? Yeah, that's because you need there's for every platform, right? There's a key. Um, how do you call it in OBS? Let me see for you. Settings, stream. It's a stream key. If you go into the settings of OBS, yeah, and under the tab stream, you see a stream key, or there you have to fill in a stream key, right? Fill in a stream key you get uh, from Restream. Fill it in there because OBS has to know where he um, has to stream to, and he do that by a stream key, and that's basically a long number, like I don't know how many characters, maybe 20, 30 characters. I'm not sure. It's very long. So you get a stream key from Restream, copy that, paste it into the stream key in OBS, and that way you are connected to with OBS to Restream. Does that make sense for you? Yeah, I cannot do anything if I don't have any more information. I mean, all I see is you cannot access Restream. What do you mean with access? The connection to the server was reset while the page was loading. The page you are trying to view cannot be shown because the authenticity of the received data could not be verified. Please contact the website owners to inform them of this problem. Did you verify your account on your email? I never had that problem because maybe I knew already what was the problem. But in this case, I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, then you have to send them an email with this problem, or maybe copy and paste this in Google and see if more people has this problem. That's what I would do, because if this is a real problem, then you're probably not the first one, right? So there are many more people that has something like this, or just paste the connection to the server was reset while the page was loading. Copy that one into Google and hit space and say restream behind it, and then hit enter and see what people has to say about it, because I am sure you're not the only one. I never had this problem, but if I ever had this problem, I probably would do that. I fixed all my problems by just copy and paste things like errors in Google and just look up a couple of links, and then yeah, it's also a little bit of experience, of course. In the beginning, you can click the wrong links and do the wrong setting. So every setting you change, keep in mind what you change. If it not work, change it back. Don't forget what you changed. Do it one by one, not change 10 things at the same time, because you don't know what it is then. Just do it one by one, and if that doesn't work, change it back and go on with the next one until you find the problem, and then you know also what the problem is. That's what I should do. But I learned it also the hard way. Believe me. Before I had this internet connection, I was struggling so much with the computer. Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? What the hell is it? And basically what it was, my internet speed was too slow. So yeah, there you have it already. So I ordered like 2 months ago, I think, ordered a new internet connection. Now I have digital television, and very the upload speed is 61 Mbit, and that's a way lot better than 5 Mbit. But I can tell you, my internet before this one was 50 Mbit, so I had 50 Mbit download, but I only had 5 Mbit upload, and even then I streamed, but I could not stream on 1080. I could stream on 720, but even then I had dropped frames in OBS, and that's very bad if you have dropped frames in OBS, because people gonna miss frames in the game. For example, if I drive in my car, then they see me like jumping, like teleporting from one place to another. You know what I mean? They miss frames. That's basically what happened, because people has or playing on a laptop or playing on a very low bandwidth speed of their internet. But most people swear they have a good internet speed. Yeah, of course, Google works, YouTube works, everything works. But if you're going to stream, it takes a lot of bandwidth, a lot. So I'm running Second Life now on my second screen. It's a very heavy, also very heavy bandwidth, but I stream at the same time. I can do that because I have a very good PC. But before I could not do it. It was out of the question. I could not do it. But now I can. So that's kind of cool. But you see it now running at 40 frames a second. If I turn off Second Life, it goes to 60 probably. But 60 and 40, you don't know difference, because your eyes can only see 30 and not more. But sometimes you can see the difference in it's a little bit more relaxing. You know what I mean? The stream is a little bit more smooth, just a little bit. But if your eyes are very good, you can see it clearly. So there is some kind of truth in there. That's, I must say that. While before this, I was also saying, no man, my computer is good. No man, my speed is good. I streamed before, and no, it's not good. So it was hard for me to believe as well, but it's really true. So fiddle a little bit around with the OBS. while you cannot stream to Restream, but you know that's not the problem from now, right? You're from Mixer, huh? Um, Let me look up Mixer for you. Because Mixer also gives you a stream key, right? Let me see where you can find it. Um, uh, Let me see. I never stream to Mixer directly, so I have to look for that. Um, I cannot find it all out. Um, Here, I have it. If you go to Mixer, right, and you go to your name, yeah, or the arrow next to your name, that will give you a menu with I have it in Dutch now, um, for analyze your network, uh, partner accounts and stuff like that. You see on the right side. Go to channel, edit channel, is it called like that? Go to there, the first one it is, and there you see a stream key generate or something like that. You have to copy that key and paste it in OBS. Let's see if you can connect your OBS to Mixer instead of Restream, because Restream has now gives now an error, so we cannot fix that now. You have to ask them for that. I never saw that error. But let's try Mixer, or I don't know if you have a Twitch channel. I can explain you how it works in Twitch. It definitely works the same way as in Mixer. Only I never stream directly to Mixer. I streamed directly to Twitch before, but it works the same way. So you have to edit your channel in Mixer, and there you see stream key. It's a little bit grayed out, but if you hover your mouse over it, you can see your stream key. And it's a very long number, separated by like how you call it, like stripe, like I don't know, dash. No, 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 not a dash, not a dash. All right, see you later. I'm gonna quit this game also. I'm gonna stop with streaming. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'm gonna save it here, and I will see you next time. So yeah, I if you need any help, Phoenix, let me know, and we'll see. So thank you for watching, everybody, and see you next time. Yo.